Hello, everyone, and happy Monday. This is Sonia here with Real Talk Radio. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I'm happy to be back with you again with today's Word of the Day. And this one was originally published on my Real Talk Radio blog in October of 2018 and is titled When We Get Desperate. And in this blog post, I take a look at those times in our lives when things seem to be coming to a head for us, or you could say we feel we have reached some kind of crisis point. And as a result, we might be feeling desperate and even in need of a miracle. And so I am just going to go ahead and share the blog post. I just finished a new podcast on Spreaker titled When We Get Desperate. And this particular podcast actually came about through some recent experiences in my life and family where issues that have long needed addressed started coming to a head. I shared in the podcast how I believe we can better cope and stay encouraged in our faith when God is allowing things to get to the point where we have to make some hard choices and take decisive action concerning problems or obstacles that have been holding us back. And here are a few excerpts from the podcast that I hope will be encouraging to you, especially if you, like me, have been experiencing some challenging issues coming to a head in your life. And here are the excerpts from the podcast. I have reached a point now, along with my family, where things are supernaturally coming to a head, and decisive action is going to have to be taken. Yet even as I know this, I'm also aware of needing to stay in a surrendered posture to the Lord. Back on July of this year, I did a podcast on Anchor titled, Are You in God's Pressure Cooker? And in that episode, I talked about the necessity of God at times in our lives needing to turn up the heat in order to bring things that have been hidden up to the surface so that God can deal with them. We can take heart that God does promise to work all things to the good for those who love Him and are called according to His purposes. So whatever things might be surfacing and coming to a head right now in your life and in mine, we know that God is allowing it to happen for our ultimate good. We can also take heart that times like these really are ripe for miracles, especially if the situation God is allowing to come to a head has difficult or impossible elements to it when looked at through natural eyes. Okay, and that is the end of the blog post. I do hope it was an encouragement to you. And if this topic interests you and you would like to hear the full podcast episode, When We Get Desperate, it is available here on Spreaker as well as Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. Just look for S. Mills' Show. And I do want to thank you again, and as always, for joining me. And I look forward to being back with you again tomorrow with another Word of the Day. Until then, this is Sonia with Real Talk Radio, signing off for now.